hopefully we're live and we've got decent signal. I'm at Bowden Kirk, which is one of my favourite little churches. Not that I'm particularly a church person, you understand, but yeah, I like it. We'll go inside in a moment. I just want to show you a little bit of the graveyard and what it looks like outside. It's a very old church. I'll show you a little bit about that when we're inside. But yeah, I like these graves. And the leaves are falling nicely. If you don't know me, by the way, my name's Andrew and I like to show you interesting things around South Scotland, like churches and castles and nature and so on. Anyway, let's go inside. Let's go inside. The second door. Now, I've already been in and I've put the lights on. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Well, obviously it's thick stone walls here, so I might have trouble with connection. I'll go up by the window and see if that helps. It's a lovely place though. So this, the history of the church goes back to the 1100s. So it's about 850 years old. Not this building. This building is from about the 1500s, which is still pretty impressive. But the church was first built here, or a church was first built here in 1128 by the local monks from Kelso. They built the first old kirk here, and it's still very much in use as a place of worship. Let's show you the ceiling. So obviously this is a fairly modern ceiling. It was restored about 30 years ago. I think 1990. But some of it is still original stuff, like this laird's loft. So this is for the laird, the local landowner, local laird or lord, to sit here with his family. And they can sit above the rest of the congregation. Yeah, perhaps have more important people sitting along the end there, but the most important person, other than the minister obviously, is the laird, who gets his own loft with his own entrance, so you can't get up there outside the building. Interesting, I think. Shall I, if it's not too sacrilegious, shall I show you this old Bible here on Isaiah at the moment? It's an impressive old book. I think that's reasonable to say. There's a few cobwebs around though. Yeah, definitely one or two cobwebs there. I'm not sure if that's any kind of a religious comment, but there it is. And there's the view. Quite often, I don't think there's one here, but I have seen in some of the really old kirks, the Church of Scotland, from the perspective of the minister at the pulpit. I've sometimes seen a little carving of a kind of a gargoyle or an imp or a spirit or something just there, you know, on the opposite on the opposite wall, where the minister would see in his eye line. So, you know, as he's here talking, or she nowadays, as he's here talking, you would get a little imp carved there, for example, just to poke his nose out of joint, just to remind the minister that there's always somebody mocking him, always somebody keeping him real and human. So there's one at, I think it's Bowden Kirk, where I've seen a good one. A very old one. It's a very old tradition in Scotland. There's a window of St Andrew there with his diagonal cross. You can see the diagonal cross there of St Andrew. The patron saint of Scotland, of course. Look at the carving and the painting on the Laird's Loft. That's impressive, isn't it? I don't know what SDTKGH stands for. Tout droit, is that all rights? I think, all right. I think that's what it means. You can see a stag's head and a helm, and a crescent moon, and 3 stars and lots of feathers. Not sure what they mean. Let's see, hopefully if I go past the organ here, I'll take you down to the end of the church. I'll show you the bell. That the signal isn't great, so if I stop for a moment, just bear with me. I should say, incidentally, we go out. So we'll leave the light on. It does go off itself. Close the door. I'll show you where the bell is, the belfry. It is up there. There's a chain. So you can pull the bell if you want to, but watch your hand. Yeah, so as I say, this building, you can see a bit of a line there. There might have been I don't know if there was something added on or removed at some point. And I love all these little graves with the skulls on them, and you get angels and yeah, nice things like that. And the really old ones, the small ones, and then the more modern carved ones. And the granite, the obelisks of the newer ones. What's that? NCM. So that's 1808, is that? NCM, yes. Oh, hang on. NCM, that is 1900. Yes, 1908, that'll be. So a modern edition. And the Laird's Loft is accessed from the other side. So if we go round, you have to get into the Laird's Loft through there. I think the grass has been cut fairly recently. Wonder if that's something to do with an old mort safe. Probably not. Probably just keeping it separate for some reason. It's a beautiful place, isn't it? Beautiful church. Leaves are starting to change colour. Now there's a big bell on that belfry. That's an impressive one. So that will be from 2000, that'll be the Millennium Bell out there. These are the Millennium bins, I think. It's always slightly worrying when you're walking through a graveyard and the ground is a bit soft. Slightly worrying. I wonder if that door's open. I'll not find it out. yeah, anyway, just a quick look around Bowden Kirk and the graveyard. I'm sure I've got a longer video on my YouTube that I've recorded previously, but I just want to come here as I was kind of passing and show it to you because it's a beautiful place. Alright, thanks very much for being here. Go and browse my other works on YouTube if you haven't seen them. I don't do many live videos on YouTube. Normally I do them elsewhere on Twitch, but yeah, you can browse some of my non-live videos if you want to. I'll take a picture, I think, use it as a thumbnail. So yeah, thanks for being here. I will catch you another time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give me a thumbs up, like, comment, follow, you know, all of that sort of stuff. Always appreciated. And you'll get to see more lovely places like this. Alright, thanks for being here.